He started this. He's the one who should be paying for it, but it doesn't come out of his pocket, it comes out of our pocket.
This war better end fast. We got mother putting 62 cents of gas in their tank. Times are getting tough, Trump. We gotta end that war. Come on, dude. Bro went from one block to the next block. We are so good.
That frustration, it's happening everywhere right now, because behind all of this, oil just got hit at the worst possible point. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important oil routes in the world, is now at risk. And when that happens, prices don't slowly rise. They spike fast, which means what you just heard, that's about to get worse.
People out here taking pictures, they don't even believe it. $8, $8.21. You might as well get you a horse.
Bro, what you doing? It go right there.
Bro, that's $6, bro. Yeah,
bro,
they could pick that up.
Now, I am not paying $9 for gasoline. No way.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Oh, by the way, it's $4.45.
Well, I can't lie to you. This gas is getting crazy in Georgia.
Hey, yo, not only are the gas prices high, but this gas is burning fast. Y'all ain't slick. Like, I can tell my gas is going way faster than it ever has before. And you're going to charge almost $4 a gallon?
Not only are gas prices soaring, but now people are claiming the fuel itself is burning faster. This is a failure, or at least a perception of it, that goes beyond mere cost. It hints at a deeper problem with the quality or efficiency of what we're being sold. When you're paying top dollar, you expect quality, not to feel like you're getting ripped off at the pump. This isn't just about inflation, it's about diminishing returns on an essential commodity. It's a double whammy for working Americans who are already struggling to make ends meet. They're feeling the pinch not once, but twice.
He started this. He's the one who should be paying for it, but it doesn't come out of his pocket, it comes out of our pocket.
Do you regret your vote right now?
Well, between him and her, I thought he was the better choice, but honestly, I miss my Uncle Joe. I was a nobody, and I was balling then. Now, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even show you $5 in my pocket.
That's not how that works. A self-proclaimed Trump voter now misses Uncle Joe's economy because they were balling then and now can't even find $5 in their pocket. This is a stunning admission of buyer's remorse, and it's happening across the country. Remember all the rhetoric about Biden ruining the economy? Now, some of those very same voters are seeing their personal finances collapse under the weight of current policies. The reality of high prices is a harsh teacher, forcing people to confront the tangible impact of their political choices.
Trump voters here in Florida are ticked off about the fact that the gas prices in the state have gone up by an average of about 60 cents within just a week.
I would just wish he'd keep up on his campaign promise and say he was going to put it under $3. He'd end that war so fast, but here it is, helping his buddy out get his more money, and then never mind charging us Americans all sorts of money for fuel.
And those gas prices are getting higher because of volatile oil prices due to the war in Iran, a war that these Trump voters tell us they hope wraps up quickly.
If I could, speak to the president, I just encourage him to finish up this war and get us back to a safe world.
He's saying about for our safety, leave somebody alone, they won't bother you.
Hopefully this conflict over there will end, it's just unfortunate.
The overall vibe here at the gas pump amongst these Trump voters is they feel like the economy is not going well right now.
At the moment, I'm really out of work.
My hope is that it's temporary and it doesn't last for too long, that oil prices come back down. That's my hope.
If you could say something to President Trump and he was going to hear you right now, what would it be?
You're a worthless pile of
And you voted for him how many times?
3 times. That was my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot.
That's an emotional spike that cuts through all the politicals. It's raw, unfiltered regret. This isn't just about policy disagreements. It's about a deep personal betrayal felt by someone who invested their trust and their vote. When voters start publicly calling themselves idiots for their choices, it's a profound moment of disillusionment. It signals a complete collapse of confidence and belief in the leadership they once championed.
Are you displeased with the war in Iran?
Yes, it's not our war. We should not be sending our soldiers over there to get harmed when it's not about us. It's about them. Like, why are we sticking our noses where we don't belong?
Trump said that when it comes to high gas prices, now that's good because we make a lot of money selling that energy. I don't know who he means we is. Does he think we get a cut of that?
We don't get a cut of none of that. He said, yeah, just a few months ago I had that State of the Union bragging about gas paying $2.30, could be better than that. And now, literally today, he said high gas prices is good for the economy. Whose economy? Who? That don't trickle down. We know that don't help us none. It helps your rich oil buddies. Yes, they're doing great. But how does that help America?
Bro.
If this kind of breakdown matters to you, make sure you like this video to support the channel. Pay attention to this. The former president said high gas prices are good because we make a lot of money selling that energy. We don't get a cut of those profits. It's a slap in the face to every person watching their grocery bill climb and their commute costs double. That's not how that works for us.
Gasoline will soon be $5 a gallon. They could also bring down our country.
Gas prices are going to destroy this country.
Inflation is the worst it's been in 40 years. Gas prices are up 50%.
Those were comments from Donald Trump over the years as he warned that rising gas prices were a sign of failed leadership in the White House. For years, Trump has argued that presidents are responsible for what Americans pay at the pump.
People are outraged. The fact is, we have nobody in the White House to protect us. This could bring down Obama, but unfortunately, it could also bring down our country. Gasoline and fuel and oil, that's really the lifeblood of the country. That's what we need to work.
Trump didn't make the comment once. He warned again and again that rising gas prices were a sign of failed leadership in Washington.
Rising gas prices will absolutely kill any movement in the economy.
Now, with oil prices climbing as the war involving Iran rattles global energy markets, Trump is responding this way. Short-term oil prices will drop rapidly when the destruction of the Iran nuclear threat is over. It is a very small price to pay for the U.S. and world safety and peace. Only fools would think differently. President DJT.
There it is, a direct contradiction from the president himself. For years, he hammered home the idea that rising gas prices were a sign of failed leadership. But now, with a war he initiated threatening global oil supply, it's suddenly a very small price to pay for U.S. and world safety and peace. Wait, what? This is a textbook flip-flop, a convenient redefinition of good and bad based on political expediency. The goalposts are moving so fast, it's hard to keep track. This isn't about principles. It's about control of the narrative, regardless of the cost to you, the American taxpayer. The hypocrisy is glaring.
The cost for operating a company that produces fuel or refines fuel is about to increase. And guess who else's price will increase? Yep, you guessed it, ours. This is why huge fuel companies like Chevron got up and got out of this state, because the price to refine and to produce fuel continued to rise and rise and rise. And if refineries begin to kick rocks, we begin to import our fuel, as California does. And whenever you import something, there's always import costs. If you jack up the prices for the producer will jack up prices for the consumer, because ain't no multi-million or billion-dollar corporation gonna just eat the deficit. It's a chain reaction. Always has been, always will be. And a top Chevron official is already warning that what they're doing could add another $1 on top of already California's highest in the nation gas prices. And although they were pushing and pushing for people to invest in EV vehicles that are electric, that don't run on fuel, what they failed to tell people is that 90% of the registered vehicles in California run on fuel.
It's about an economic burden being placed squarely on the backs of working families. When companies like Chevron flee the state, it's a clear signal that anti-business policies are directly costing consumers, not just corporations. That's not how that works if you want a thriving economy. You can't punish producers and expect consumers not to pay the price.
The problem, this is affecting not only everybody in the United States, but everybody on the global stage. The Middle East is a very important region on this planet because that's where most of the oil actually comes from. You know, that's why this is a region that actually you need to keep peace in. No, this is not a region that you need to bring a war in, because if you do that, it affects the global prices of oil.
This isn't rocket science, it's cause and effect. Yet, we repeatedly see politicians make decisions that destabilize this critical region, only to express shock when fuel prices spike. It's a cycle of self-inflicted economic pain, and the American taxpayer is always the one left footing the bill for these big-picture strategic blunders. It's time to connect the dots and demand accountability for decisions that directly impact every single one of us. So there you have it. From the gas pump to the grocery store, the decisions made by our leaders, both at home and abroad, are having a direct, measurable impact on your daily life. This isn't about blaming one side or the other. It's about exposing the truth behind the headlines and showing you how fragile our economic stability truly is. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to Partisan Pulse, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll keep exposing what they don't want you to see.